Every Horde night, the zombies think they got me figured out, but this time, I'm building something that's gonna break their brains. A tunnel they can't resist with a narrow walkway that'll send them tumbling back to the start again and again. How you doing? I'm Rebel, and welcome back to 7 Days. In this new base build, we're starting on a trapped tunnel that will be the only path the zombies can take to reach me, with narrow sidewalks, drop loops, and maybe a few electric fences thrown in for good measure. The idea is to keep them cycling endlessly while I pick them off. Tonight, we break ground on what I'm hoping will become one of the toughest Horde bases yet. Let's get to building. Well, I think here is as good a spot as any to start this build. See it. Arlene off in the distance. Nope, party girl. Alright, before I get too deep in this build, I should probably pull up my schematic. I have off to the side my plans for the base build. I'm going to do it step by step. 5 wide stairway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one is going to be destroyed. We don't need this. Nope. That's the block I'm looking for. That's going to be the start of their stairs. All I have is the bird's eye view. I can't decide if I want to make a zombie pit, which is like the easy way to go with the dev tools, or if I just want to go 15 high. I think this one, because the last one didn't have a zombie pit, this one's going to have a zombie pit. So I'm thinking because this one is going to have a zombie pit, we're going to go 7 high, and then the zombie pit is going to be like 8 or 9 deep. That'll give us the 15 block fall that we need. That should about cut it. Let me see how high this is. We are 8 off the ground. That'll work. And then the way that I'm going to do this is from here, I'm going to make a tunnel in. All right, so that is going to be their entrance into the base. And then we need to build out something to keep this from collapsing. All right, that's gonna be their pathway into the base, and I'm gonna put a roof over this whole thing, and the whole point of having a roof over it is so that if a Frostclaw shows up, I know we haven't met him in this series yet, but if the Frostclaw shows up, he tends to throw on an arc, so when he picks up a boulder and chucks it, it'll just hit the ceiling rather than lob over to me, and it's not been a problem yet, but in order to future-proof the base so that we don't have to worry about it. Is that a double? That is double. I didn't know I doubled that. Okay, we'll double it. But yeah, that'll future-proof the base so that when he does show up, eventually, we don't really have to worry about it all that much. All right, so this is pretty much going to be their entire pathway, but we have to change it up a little bit because I want walls here just so that when the zombies do come over, we're going to advanced rotate this. We're not going to give them a full pathway to get to us. So this block, we're going to use the 3/4 block. And I don't even know if this is going to work. We're basically just giving them a little tiny walkway to walk on, and that is going to be the whole premise of this base. Before we get too deep in the build, let's actually give them a walkway to see if they even take this pathway. They should. They have a full block. A 1/4 block or a 3/4 block is blocking them, but I think that they'll actually use this as a walkway to get in and out. I hope. All right, we got 2 feral Arlenes revving up, waiting to go. I probably need a shotgun or something, right? Just to get their attention. Make sure that they come over this way. Come on, I gave you stare. I turned AI on. Hello? Are you just jumping? What are you doing? Where did they go? Darlene is here. What's going on, Arlene? Hey, come and get me. I get it. You're angry at the walls, but I want you to come all the way over here. You can do it. I believe in you. What are they doing? Approach spot. Approach spot. Not in destroy everything mode. Hey, this way, stupid. I think they might not be able to hold on to that wall very well. I actually want her to make it, that's the issue. But I don't want to give them too much of a pathway at the same time. Yeah, this isn't enough of a pathway for them, because I'm standing right here and neither one of them have any interest whatsoever in coming to get me. Darn it, I was hoping that was gonna work. The half cube. I think that's gonna be way too much space for them to come and get me. Try this again. Arlene, are you okay with the half cube? I'm all the way over here. How do you do? Thumbs up. All right, that's a good start. It's not what I wanted originally. I wanted that 3/4 cube because I wanted to be able to like be mean, hold them up. But there's ways around that. So I was thinking something along those lines, where like they'd make it up, get pushed off a little bit, make it up, get pushed off a little bit. But I'm actually surprised that they're even trying to go that way. They just beat through. And I bet you if I took this block away, they all come this way. Yeah. So even if I stand all the way to the left, I bet you they still come up to the right, try to go around. Arlene, you're making me look like an idiot. You're just gonna beat away at that one block until you break that block so you can make it this way? Rather than just take the long pathway that's clear and open over to me? You're just gonna keep falling over and over again? Sometimes these zombies, man. What if I go over to this side? If I go over to this side, are they gonna come this way? No, they're still stupid. There is a point, you could see it, because she stopped what she was doing. There is a point where they're gonna stop and be like, nope, it's smarter to go. Yeah, see, I don't know what that point is, but there is a point where they'll be like, oh, it's easier to go the other way. Because in that last cycle, she ran up, got to about here, was like, oh, turned around, and then came back the other way. But that was as I was moving. I like the half cube, but not as much as I'd like the 3/4 cube, to be honest. It's obviously not gonna work. There's other things that we can do though. We'll figure it out. She makes it over, and when there's multiples of zombies coming through, they'll get pushed off constantly, cycling, getting pushed off. Your usefulness has run out. What about something like that? As long as they're just gonna constantly cycle, that's the plan. But I also don't want to completely restrict it. What if, like right here, I don't want to be so mean that none of the zombies get to me. I just want to restrict how many of them get to me at once. So what I'm trying to look for is a piece that will, I don't know, it'll give them a ledge to stand on, but I don't want that ledge to be huge. What if we just did regular wedges? They jump, that's so weird. They jump to the other side. No. I'm giving her more of a walkway, more of a ceiling than I initially planned on, but come on this way. Yeah, so you just go straight into beat at the floor. Let's see. Approach and attack target. You made it. Good job. You fell. So why are they going to the left now? Shouldn't the right path be the easy one to take? Yeah, I would think the right path would be the easy one to take because they have that extra platform. Just creeps under it. That's cool. That's kind of what I was going for, to be honest. What I could do is half cube it. Much better. I like that a lot better. All right, so this area here, the first pillar, pathway, walkway, whatever it is, sidewalk, this is a half block. That's a half cube. It's a full block, but it's being blocked off by the half block. So if I put a half block in here, all that's doing is continuing the half block all the way through. But with a whole bunch of zombies all spawned in at the same spot, that actually might be good enough to get them to fall off. Let's go 25 Arlene's. How you doing, ladies? They should all go to the right, because the right is the easy pathway to take. Or they just all waterfall off the edge of the base. Hey, we got a couple smart ones. Yep. That's a lot of zombies coming at me all at once, though. I took these and made... What if I made these the 3/4 block? Of course. I don't want her to beat away at this wall. That's my issue. That's kind of what I want. I'm gonna have to do something about this block here. This isn't gonna work. Creeping under, that's fine. Perfectly acceptable, but I don't want you to beat away at that. I want you to run the pathway. That's what I was afraid of. I guarantee you, they're just beating away at the side of the base. Gives them a little bit more breathing room. Now will you come and get me? Ladies, this way. There we go. Going right where I want you to go. And yes, you can squeeze through here, so we're gonna have to elongate this and give them the double wide path, or the double blockade. This is what that's what I don't want. And we might have to change this too. I have an idea. And the zombies aren't gonna like it. I can already guarantee you that. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna like that. They still have a pathway in. Come and get me. But now, when they get up front, they just slide right off. Now you can make it, but not many of you can make it at the same time. How you doing? And that's kind of the goal. So you got one that's right out in front, another one's on her way. So I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I've been trying to build bases that don't use the pole side centered in the traditional sense. So if you look at that base over there, this base here, we don't use any pole side centered. And oops, just shot. I use a pillar, but it's not the pole side centered. So kind of the same concept. This one, I'm using the pole side centered all the way across. This one's almost all pole side centered. Pole side centered, went too far. There it is. This one here is pole side centered, but I'm trying to use it. If I do use it, I think I fell. I'm trying to use it in the non-traditional way of the normal pole side centered. So I'm still using it, but it's... How did you get up there, sir? I'm trying to use it in a different way, just so that I get tired of looking at the exact same bases over and over again. It's the same setup, same way that it works. And what is going on with the ground, man? Why is my base floating like that? Oh, it's because my character model. It was propagating the ground to where my body was rather than where the camera was. Yeah, that's much better. But yeah, I've been trying to make bases that don't just have a standard stairway, bunker, pole side centered, and escape route. Like, it's the same base over and over and over and over again. And not that I'm bored of it. I mean, it's what works, so I can't really complain about it. But I've been trying to do stuff that's different. So here, we are using the pole side centered. But it is used not in a method of pathing the zombies directly into the base bunker, if that makes sense. Actually, I'm wondering, now that I'm thinking about it, do any of them... I actually kind of like that. They bunch up, push each other, fall off. I think we found our base. She is hanging on for dear life. Sorry, Arlene. I never even started recording. Alright, so I just went through and did a whole lot of everything. I thought I hit the record button and I never did. I explained how to build out your wings, the wings of the base, and how to put in your electric fence posts, and how to install the lights, and how to dig a hole. I forgot to hit the record button. I'm an idiot. Alright, I'll go through this as quickly as I can. So the wings, you basically just build out a 4-wide pathway this way. 4-wide pathway, so you have 1 layer for your wall, a 1 walkway pathway, 1 walkway pathway for your traps, and then another wall. You want to build it up halfway so that when you are building it, when you're connecting your fence posts or traps or whatever they are, you can just jump across to connect all of the traps up. So if you look, all of my electricity, it's all connected. I had to destroy a whole bunch of walls because I had already built up this half of the base. I had built out this wing just so that I had a blueprint. So I destroyed half the walls, connected my electric fence posts. I went through 17 blocks is the distance of an electric fence or a wire will travel before it gets disconnected, which is why you only build up half the fence or half of your base. So if I try to connect this piece, if all of my walls are built up and I connect this electric fence post, I run all the way over. Right around here, it gets disconnected just naturally because the wire only goes so long. When you're building your base, build it up halfway, no roofs, so that you can easily jump across to connect all of your traps. Stop getting electrocuted. So you can connect all of your traps. Once they're all connected, finish building the roof. All right, that covers the traps, that covers the walkway. The reason I put in the windows is just so that you can have an additional player. If you're playing with multiple people, this area here is where the zombies are gonna get hung up. It's right on these ledges. So if you had an additional player, you can have them sitting all of the areas where the zombies are gonna get hung up at and just shooting away at them from the sides, while the main player, you, the other player, doesn't matter, is sitting here melee. Or shooting, either one. And then the ditch. I have a whole nother video explaining how to use the dev tool and how to create giant massive holes easily. The reason for the ditch is because this is only a 10 high block, 10 high fall from here to the ground level. Yeah, it's 10 high. So when the zombies fall, they weren't going to take damage. So now, rather than it being a 10 high, it is 17. So when the zombies fall, they're going to land down in here, which you can load with traps, anything you want. Spikes, electric fence posts, darts. But now the zombies are going to come up, turn around, run up the ladder, cycle again, hopefully fall off. That's the plan. The only other thing that I could think of that I missed is when you're building out your walkways, build out a little bit, pillar down. Build out a little bit, pillar down. Build out a little bit, pillar down. Just for stability reasons. This should be fine for day 70, but if you're going to a late Horde Base design, is you're gonna have to sink these into the ground. I didn't do that. They're just sitting right up top. And reinforce them to concrete or steel. Reinforce the bottom 2 rungs to steel, or double thick the layer that they are. I don't think that that's going to be needed on this base for a day 70 horde, though. I think I got every square inch of this thing painted. I think. Nope, not yet. Now, I think I got every square inch of this thing painted up. So what I'm hoping happens is the zombies run up, they run along the pathway, get zapped with the electric fence post, which I'm going to have to repair because I'm going to go through this right now. And they make their way over. All the while, I'm in that bunker shooting away at them. They make their way here, and there's another hidden electric fence post right there. So if they make it up to this position, they'll get zapped one more time right in front of my face with an electric fence post. I have the zombie pit where I hope that they fall, and they have to turn and start all over again. This is where I'm going to be doing all of the repairs. So all of these electric fence posts are all going to be damaged as the night progresses because they take damage as they hit zombies. All right, I think I got everything I need. I got the spear, I got the club, the regular pistol, the 44, the SMG, the shotgun, tactical assault rifle, hunting rifle, first aid bandages, first aid kits, an unpainted block, enough ammo for an army, some concrete for repairs, forged iron and electrical parts to repair the electric fence post, yucca juice smoothie and bacon and eggs to help a little bit with stamina if I need it, a nail gun to do the repairs, some repair kits in case a weapon gets damaged, and a cast in case I fall. I think that's everything. I guess there's nothing left to do to send in the horde. Creative mode off, dev mode off, set time day 70, 21:58. Welcome to the tunnel trap base. Probably should have put a door back here too, just so that they can't spit at me from behind. Charged zombies moving in. Infernals moving in. Let's see where they go. I like it so far. They making their way over? Yep, they're making their way through. How you doing, fellas? Welcome to the base. Charged zombies are gonna have no problems whatsoever with the electric fence posts. They're pretty much notorious for just blazing right through them. Yeah, see, he's just blazing right through the electric fence post already. Sir, go away. Thank you. Radiateds, you guys don't stand a chance now, buddy. Soldier, thank you for your service. You're phasing. Oh, you died. Ouch. Lumberjack, how you doing? Somebody's walking up top. What are you doing? Sir, you're on the outsides now. That's a mistake. You don't want to go on that side. That's the wrong side of the base. How you doing? Ready for a fall? Have a nice trip. Lumberjack, go cut down a tree, buddy. Plant an apple seed or something. Who else we got? Hey, we got a booger. Booger moved in real quick. Another booger. No boogers in this base, sir. Let's take a look at our front. See how our front wall's doing. Sounds like there's somebody up there. Have a nice fall. These guys just all need to go away. You're not welcome in this base. I built this specifically to keep you out. Another booger moving in. Couple boogers. No, thank you. Doggo, what are you doing? How you doing? Goodbye. Electric fence posts are holding up strong so far. The walls are holding up strong so far. One thing I don't know, because I can't really see, even if I go, this is probably my best vantage point. I can't really see if they're cycling through into the pit. I don't know what they're doing down there. They could just be beating away at the bottom of the foundation for all I know. I hope not. I think it's funny that these guys are trying to climb. It's not going to do you any good. Crawling, I understand, but the climbing, I don't get it. Check this out here. Repair all my structures. Ooh, wow. That was really damaged. They don't like that block or that one. You're on the wrong side of the fence. Instant elimination if you're on the wrong side of the fence. Hey, you're not allowed up here. Oh, I did forget about the birds. Did not put any spikes on the roof. Totally forgot about the birds. Looks like we got a white up there walking around. I should probably check this side for repairs too. All right, birds. I hear you. Hey, that's a demo. Just don't fall. Of course. The one hit. Scumbags, man. The one hit I take, I get infected. Of course I do. I just saw him break a block. Oh, that was not a good block for them to break. So now they're going to try to climb. Yeah. It's not the end of our base, but definitely not a good sign. Let's check our front. We haven't been up there in a while. How you doing? Can't have you building up over here. Come on. All I care about right now is the repairs. Then we're going to go back to throwing some lead. If it wasn't for these guys getting to the outside of my base, just makes it harder on you guys. Let's check our front. Sounds like we got more birds moved in. Front's still good. Come on, birds. I'm over here. They're not interested anymore. Thank you. And here's the other thing is, if you're running with a group of people, you can have somebody over here, and that's his main job. Just repair. Person on the other side, he's the fighter. It's amazing what a couple electric fence posts and a good pathway does. You don't need a big, massive, enormous structure. You just need a good pathway and some electric fence posts. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm glad I didn't hit that demo button. That could have been bad. Top just exploded, though. Always out of stamina. Doesn't matter what I do, man. Melee, ranged, and I know aiming down the sights takes away your stamina. Always out of stamina. The reason I'm always out of stamina is because I have 0 skill points in this, in the base building series. I don't have a single skill point. I don't have a single magazine read. Nothing. Just the basics. I might have one in run and gun. I don't know. I'll find out. Not challenges. Where's it at? Skills. 0, 0, zeros, 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 zeros. No books. No skills. Alright. I hear you. But Horde Night's almost over. Hey, they broke up block. Another cop blew up over here. Those jerks giving me a window into hitting them. Another repair. Man, burning through. Ooh. 2 demos. Ooh, they are tearing this apart. But that's Horde Night. Now we just gotta clean him out. That demo's not gonna have ankles by the time we're done. Yeah, that's right, just keep crawling. You just made my job easier. Well, that's a wrap on this Horde Night, and I call this base a solid success. The narrow walkway funneled the zombies just like I planned, and the electric fence post kept them stumbling and cycling through over and over again. It worked better than I expected, and I'm excited to see how far I can push this design in the future hordes. If you like this run, or if you have tips on what I should add next or build next, you already know the rest of the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, I'm outta here.